It's harvest time here at Keto Naturopath Kitchen, and I love to make things from scratch. I always have. This is clean keto, but it's not just a keto recipe. It's just a recipe. Last year, we were harvesting jalapenos right up to Christmas. And I make a lot of jalapeno jelly. I do all sorts of stuff. Canned jalapeno rings, jalapeno relish, blah, blah, blah. This year, we planted these hot peppers. I don't know what the names of them are, but they're hot. And I've been making my jalapeno jelly, and I want all red. I want either all red or all green. And right now, I want all red because that's what's coming up. And I have a ton of green, so I'll be making that too at a later date. But I always haven't had enough red jalapenos, so I've been adding these red hot peppers. And oh my, does it make the jalapeno jelly really hot. So I'm making a hot sauce, and I did not have enough of these peppers. It calls for 1 pound of peppers. I only had 12 ounces, so I had to make up the difference with red jalapenos. So we'll see how it goes. So 1 pound of red hot peppers, and you know, you can, if you don't want it too hot, add some red bell peppers to it to make it not so hot, but I like hot. But we'll see if this is too hot for me. So anyway, 1 pound of peppers. To that, we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You can add 1/2 to 1 teaspoon, and then you could add 1/2 to 1 cup of vinegar. So it depends on how liquid you want it. So let me see how this works. If it doesn't pulverize it enough, I'll just keep adding vinegar. And also, if you don't want it as hot, you can take the seeds out. That's hot. Oh, mama, that's hot. So I think I will add the rest of the vinegar I don't want it lumpy. Oh, that's hot. When we lived in Seattle and I worked at Microsoft, there was this barbecue place, and it was famous for its hot sauce, and he called it the Man. And most people didn't want the Man, and I'm like, yeah, put some of the Man on. He goes, okay. He put a little ice. I said, no, put more on. He goes, are you serious? I'm like, yes, put more on. He put more on. I'm like, just keep it coming. So he put more on. Whoa, that stuff was hot. That was really hot. But I ate it. We'll put this away and get my little burner out. And this takes a while to heat up. But you're going to pour this into the pan, and then you're going to heat it up and simmer it for 15 minutes. And we'll see what it's like after simmering. And when I was younger, I grew up and my parents loved hot peppers. So they would get these hot peppers and they'd fry them in olive oil, and the whole house would be full of whatever that is that makes stuff hot. And we're all choking and had to leave the house while they were doing this. So I'm used to hot stuff. As a matter of fact, when my sister was dating her husband, my mom made pizza. And he's like choking and choking because it was so hot. And that was just with black pepper. She hadn't put any hot pepper on it. It was just black pepper. He thought she was trying to kill him, but he survived, and they've been married over 50 years now, so I guess it worked out. So I'm just going to get this to simmer, and I'm going to simmer it for 15 minutes, and then we'll see. I'll bring you back just before it's finished so you can see it simmering, and we'll go from there. The hot sauce has been simmering for 15 minutes now, so I'll turn it off. As you can see, it's nice and simmery. It's kind of thick, but if you like thinner hot sauce, you can either add more vinegar, add some water to it, thin it out. So now we're going to pour it into a jar. I'm going to pour it into this jar. I had got these cute little bottles at Target, and I was going to put it in here, but I don't know if this would do the heat of this. It's hot, so I've chose this that's a thicker bottle, and if there's any left over, I'll put it in my little canning jar. This should last in the refrigerator for maybe up to 6 months. If you want to can it, and I will probably can some later in the year, you have to make sure the pH, what the pH is. I'm not sure what the pH should be. I do not have a pH thermometer or whatever it's called, so I'll need to buy one before I can it. It can be water bath. Just pouring this. It makes about 2 cups. If you want to add garlic to it, you can. If you like tomato in yours, a lot of hot sauces have tomato in it. I did not want tomato. You can add onion. You could add anything to else if you're keeping it in the refrigerator. Again, if you're going to can it, you have to measure the pH. My hot pepper sauce. Jalapeno and some other kind of pepper, and it's very hot. So here it is.